When life has you down, you can still show up and make the most of the day. You can certainly stop digging yourself deeper into a hole and making things worse. In some circumstances, you might even be able to be the best version of yourself today. And all of those paths start by you just choosing to put everything else aside for the moment and just be here. Everything that's bothering you, got you stressed, just set it down for a moment. You don't need to do heavy lifting right now, so stop carrying all of that. And recognize that you don't have to live fully today. Nobody's making you. 100% take a personal day and just be a vegetable if you need it. We all do from time to time. Personally, I did yesterday, the day before I recorded this. But on the flip side, make sure that you appreciate that you get to live fully today. You live in a time where the world is at your fingers. There's a lot of people in history who would have done crazy things to be exactly where you are right now. Being able to live a life and pursue things that matter to you is a blessing. But before we make any big decisions about the day, let's take a moment just to reset and evaluate what would make you feel more enthusiastic to live your life today. And you can start just by taking a nice big breath. And when you let that air out, just really allow your body to relax. We become so tense from the stress of life that we don't even notice it most of the time because we're habituated to it. It's like when you turn a fan on in the room. You hear it at first, but eventually you just block it out. And in the same way, this tension, it's weighing you down, stressing you out every day. But you may have blocked it out, and you're not even aware of it consciously. So the question is, what's that tension for you? And why is it there? What's the source of it? And no matter what it is for you specifically, right now, you can start relaxing that tension, letting go of the bits and pieces you can. Every little bit you can let go of counts. And recognize now, you have lived life. You know things go up and down. There are peaks and valleys. But most of life is somewhere in between. If you're here, then it's probably because you're in a valley at the moment. And that's okay. That's actually a good thing. Because once you've reached the valley, it means you're about to start climbing. And you're going to appreciate that next peak so much more. From where you're standing right now, how do you think you can get moving towards that next peak? Where does that path start? And here's the thing. You don't need to necessarily know what that next peak is. Most of the time we get out of the valley by doing the small things, focusing on our habits, what we're feeding ourselves, exercising, spending time with people who really truly care about us and want the best for us, not those superficial transactional relationships. So if you get moving, creating some positive energy in those ways, you'll get a much better vantage point. You'll have built better habits and gained new experience, expanded your support system. And when you're in that better mindset, you'll be able to see the path so much more easily. So think about those small steps you can take to get started down that path today. What can you do to start picking up the mess in your life? Just dusting off the counters, taking out the trash, so to speak. And again, it doesn't have to be anything grand. Just look for something, some glimmer of light, something to look forward to this morning, even if it's just a cup of coffee or meeting up with a friend later tonight. I know for me, that first step outside into the fresh air really feels nice. And when we start opening our eyes to these little positive things, it makes way for the mindset shift that we need to help us get out of a slump. Here's a little thought experiment that I find helpful. Consider what your future self would say to you if they could be here now and give you a little bit of guidance. They'd probably say something like, "I totally get what you're going through, but you stand for so much more than just this moment. Pick your head up and don't let this phase define you. Because it's by getting up, dusting yourself off, and getting back at it that you begin to redefine yourself. Don't get overwhelmed trying to visualize that peak way off in the distance. Focus on this first step. It may not seem like much, but trust me, it's incredibly powerful. Because taking that first step creates momentum. It shows you that you are in control, that you can make progress. And guess what? As you make those small steps, one by one, you'll start to notice a shift. You'll feel that constant tension beginning to ease. You'll start to stand a little taller, walk a little lighter, a little more freely. You'll see that glimmer of hope peeking through the clouds. And you'll realize that you're now headed up the valley. All of this dread and pain and discomfort, it wasn't a dead end. It was simply a part of the journey. So whatever you've decided to do with your day, whether you need to just rest, be a vegetable, create some space in your mind, and that's perfectly fine. Or whether you're going to get up, dust yourself off, and start moving forward. Know this: you are worthy of a good day. You are capable of creating one. You can turn the corner right here, right now. And it all depends on how you treat yourself. So be kind, be understanding, be patient. And you know what? Why not start your day by doing something nice for yourself right now? You deserve it after all. but that's all I've got for now. I hope this episode has helped you feel at ease wherever you are in life. If it did, then it would mean a lot if you just took a second to leave a comment or a review and let me know what you're going through. Support each other there, because we all need a friend. Thanks for being here. I hope to see you back here soon on Wake Me Up. And until next time, go out and have an absolutely fantastic